Hello, friends and family. This is JB, and you are on the corner. Nice show we got planned for you today. I'd like to start off by saying, how's everybody doing? And let everybody know that I hope everything is working out for you. Nothing's too bad ever. There's going to be tomorrow. Just hang in there. I want to start the show talking today about these school shootings and how terrible they are. We had one at Santa Fe High School. Total of 23 people hurt. Of that 23, 10 were fatalities. It was a 17-year-old young man who admitted to doing the shooting and actually admitted that he had left some of the people that he liked so they could tell his story. And there happened to be a question of his competency for court. I think we pretty much got that one as a no-brainer. He's going to need a little help in this area. There's some things that really, some questions that are in my mind, and maybe in yours too, is that how will we handle this situation like this between gun laws and mental health? There weren't any semi-automatic weapons used at all. So we can't attack on that issue. There's still the gun issue, and there's still the issue with the schools. Now, I'm wondering if there any kind of plan in effect. I'm sure a lot of people are thinking of some, but how many are actually doing anything? I have a few questions I'd like to ask. One, should we just think of the possibility of a gunless society outside of police, law enforcement, and the military? The military, there's no question there. They should not even be brought into the mix. That is their job, to protect us. Me being a vet myself, I know that I would want any weapon that there was available to be able to protect my country, where you're living and where my wife is living, and my family, my grandkids, just like anybody else. So the military's got to have it. Another question that I had is, should we think of something like to regulate the guns? Is one gun, no, hear me out. One gun per household. And the only way that could be permitted was if everyone of age in the house, let's say even if it was 18, everyone in the house had to pass not only the training to handle a firearm, but also pass mental competency. Everyone in the home who's at the age. Now once that's all passed, then one gun is allowed. There's a lot to go with that because people own guns now. It's just a thought, just a thought. Another thought I had is, how about outfitting these schools like they do a lot of the inner city schools with the what do you call it? You walk through the scanners there and the metal detectors, that's it, and the wands and the whole 9 yards, and have police presence in the school at all times. Could that be done? Sure it could. There's enough police that even if it was two to a school, or even one, if they know there's one there all the time, it's going to deter some things, I don't know about this arming teachers and things like that. It's kind of risky. But if we had police presence constantly there, not a security guard, not an armed security guard, I'm talking about an armed officer, maybe a security guard or something as a backup or what have you, but a police presence, that would probably, be something to think about. And what do you think about them? Get a hold of me. Let me know. Put it down in the comment section when you see the video, or you can get in touch with us here at onthecornerjb@gmail.com. That's onthecorner, all lowercase, at gmail.com. I'd love to hear what you have to say about that. Okay. So the next story that I want to talk about is about this royal wedding. To me, it's deeper than just the wedding of royalty. To me, well, let's just put it like this. First thing I want to do is I want to give a shout out to Meghan's mother, Doria Ragland. This woman came, and if you notice, she sat there with poise and grace, like she's royalty herself. She sat there thinking to herself, look at this. All of the things that we went through, and my daughter is right here, marrying a prince. This isn't a fairy tale, it's real life. And I could really see how it was affecting her. I was very interested in watching her face. And I think that she gets the shout out for the day. You go, girl, because we're behind you 100%. There's a cheesy audience again. I don't know. All right, so, that royal wedding is real good, showing a lot of change in things. First off, the girl's biracial and from America. She's in here. That is something in itself. And just to see how she carried herself, she let none of the things that her family was saying, some of the bad things, I'm not going, I'm not doing this. The one sister had all these things to say and everything. On top of all of that, Meghan did what she wanted to do for her life. So did Harry. It's a big change. Keep your eyes open, world, because things are changing. Not everything is changing for the bad. There are some good things in this. We here on the corner, we think is a good thing. Okay. Let me tell you about the funny things, some more things, funny things that kids do. This happened to me a while ago. I go to the library quite a bit, and my wife and I both do. We visit the library quite a bit. And one day we walked in the library and we're looking around, and I had said something, and this little girl jumped and got real close to her mother. So I looked at her and I said, I'm sorry, did I scare you? She kind of just shook her head, didn't know what to do. And I said, well, what scared me? And she said, the way you talk. I said, the way I talk? And she said, yeah, your voice sounds like... I was like, oh, and then she looked at me and she said, it's kind of creepy. She got behind her mother. Her mother was like kind of the wide-eyed, like, oh my God, she said that? But it was all good. It was all cute. I go through this stuff all the time. So it was all cute. That's just something that the funny kids will think, say, or do. I figured you'd get a kick out of that. I did. Listen, let me give you a preview about what's going to happen on the next show. Next show, we have a discussion I'm going to be bringing up about caregivers. And I'd like a lot, I know a lot of them here in the Gardner area, from being in the medical field. I know a lot of them from Gardner, and I would like to hear from them, and not just from them, but from a lot of people who may have been going through some of the things that we're going to talk about. So it's going to be something for the caregivers, and it's going to be titled, How Do You Return to Love? And again, I want to say one more time that we need some kind of solution with this violence to end it. The children, they're speaking up. It's not our world anymore, folks. We're on our way out of here. One by one, we're leaving, and these kids are here. Which brings me to a point, you politicians. You're standing firm on, we're going to have this, we're going to have this. Let me tell you something. That got away with us. That got away with us, and you see the things that we're dealing with because of it. These young kids, if you guys and ladies, in lawmaking, in the government, politicians, period, you're going to have to straighten up your game, because these young kids are very disappointed in what you're doing, and I guarantee you, every single one of you, they'll get rid of you. They'll get rid of you. Those are your voters. You can scream and shout all you want, but our time of voting is losing out. These young kids are coming after you. They want some changes, and you know what? I'm with them. I agree with them 100%. They're going to be here, and their children are going to be here. Our grandchildren and great-grandchildren. What kind of world are we going to leave them to? more shootings and things like that? No. I think if they get in charge, that a lot of things are going to change. And one will be the people who are running this country now. It won't be about any money or stuff like that. It's going to be about clearing you guys out because you continue to let these things happen. Let's shape up, huh? Let's shape up. Let's let these kids do their thing and get it going. All right? Okay, so also, again, I almost forgot, also, again, on next week's show, we'll be doing a little segment. It's going to be outside. We'll be at the skate park in Gardner. And it'll be over the weekend when I'll be there. And we'll be doing some filming, talking to the kids. So I want to tell you kids, this is a family show. And I know what it's like to be out there with the fellas and stuff and running our mouths. And sometimes we run them in the wrong direction. Do me a favor. Let's not have any of that day, okay? I want to film you guys. I want you talking to the people. And I mainly want you talking to Gardner about more things for you guys. I'm on your side, kids. I'm on your side, all right? And we here at On the Corner with JB, we're going to do everything we can to supply more things for the kids in this area. Thank you very much for sitting in with the show today. And I just really thank you for joining JB on the Corner. And from JB Voice, love y'all. Talk to you later.